Bop. That's my name for her.
Come on, take my love, let's go and we can fly away. We're taking off to the sky, it's you and me tonight. Whoa, baby, you know there was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, I know we got it, baby. Got it, baby, yeah, yeah. I knew that it was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, I know we got it, baby. Got it, baby, yeah, 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 yeah. I know we got it, I know we got it, I know we got it, baby. Got it, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm Byars, UT class of 2004, business major, Macomb School of Business.
And I'm Kecia Byars, UT class of 2003, and I am a business major, and I was in the Macomb School of Business as well.
Married for almost 8 years, will be 8 years in March. Been together officially about 11 years, 10, 11 years. We go back and forth on when that officially started, but unofficially, we've been together about 20 years because we've known each other 20 years. My first year, her second year, taking one of the core classes, which was a calculus class, if I recall correctly. So I'm new to UT from a small town, so UT, big place, overwhelming to me. So I had somewhat befriended a guy I had met already in orientation and before the school year started, and we had a calculus class together. So we walked in the calculus class, we get in class, and so for whatever reason, at the front of the class, we see this girl, and she has sitting at the front of the class, very front of the class, mind you, I'm one of the back of the class people. That's the type of person I am. So she's sitting at the front, very front of the class, and she has these glasses on that are taped up in the middle. And not only just regular tape, but like the white like masking tape. So very, very obvious that her glasses are broken and she just taped them up and came on the class. So me and this buddy of mine, we noticed this, and you know, being young freshmen, 18-year-olds, we start cracking jokes, making fun, like, what is she doing? Why is she coming to class like this? And so not being mean or anything, but just cracking jokes.
It was mean. It was very mean. Yeah.
And so, you know, we talk to her, whatever. You know, we still cracking jokes, and it's very lighthearted. So
I'll take it. And so the reason my glasses were taped, as we say, you know, you could probably assume, is because they were broke, and we were in college, and my parents didn't have it like that. Just to be sending me money to be buying any $200-$300 glasses, especially when they paying for tuition and other things to get me going. And so, yeah, so for weeks, at least about the first 2 or 3 weeks of the semester, they sat in the back of the class and mocked me. Not trying to be rude, but it was rude, it was mean. So, you know, I said, Self, that ain't who you are. You don't let people come for you like that. So I said, let me show them something. And I always wore, my freshman year, I was one that dressed to the nines every day. It got old my freshman year. So I was in sweatpants. I had a hat on. And of course, my glasses were broken because I was there to learn, not be trying to impress boys. And so I chose to let my hair down. I took my glasses off. And I chose to put on some real clothes. And lo and behold, and it's called the orange dress. We call it the infamous orange dress. So then I come to class in all my glory. This one. So on my way back to Jester dorm, We're passing Gregory Gym, and I don't know if it was there, when it got placed, but it's a map of the campus, like right in front of Gregory Gym. At that exact spot, he runs and catches me and stops me and says, "Hey, can I have your number so we can study together?" You want to study with me? Not you that's been sitting in the back of the class mocking me. Not you. And so you want to study now? Yeah. Okay. 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 All right.
You remember the Don't Rush Challenge last year? She was the original Don't Rush Challenge. She came one day in these sweats and taped up glasses. The next week she come with this dress and makeup, and I'm like, whoa, this ain't the same person. So yeah, so I did need a study partner.
And we started studying.
I knew back in college. I knew back then. So again, we never dated, but I always knew when the time was right, she was the one. She was different. She was different. So even through all of that, me making fun of her through her glasses or whatever, like I always knew it was something different about her. And the things that I valued for a relationship, she possessed those. But I wasn't ready at that time. So it happened how it was supposed to happen through all the years, us, coming back together, both being in a position where we could enter into a relationship. It all happened like it was supposed to happen. But in my mind, I knew and I thought that she would be the one eventually.
Okay.
I mean, men kind of move a little bit different. They have to sow their raw oats and get out there. And that kind of was our friendship. I knew he, of course I was in a sorority, but I wasn't one. And, they would attest, like, I'm known for, I love dancing, so I could dance with the best of them. So in that aspect, people probably thought once I joined the sorority, because I was in the non-Greek step show and all of that stuff, that, I was this party girl. But, he was the partier. And although I was a part of the sorority, I partied less. And so just seeing that in him, he was always at a party. He was always hanging out. You could always catch me as a designated travel for my friends who were out partying, at home studying, just so lame. But we were friends. And so just seeing that, yeah, he definitely wasn't ready. And so I probably wouldn't have took any advances seriously, because of that. But as a friend, I mean, there was no greater guy. There was no greater person for me then. And so, just to be able to have that back, on the back end was awesome. I wouldn't say I knew it was him then. I knew that there was something that existed then. We had a chemistry that I never had with a guy in such a way. But I can definitely say when we did rekindle, when I came back, I knew. So it's kind of like it was there. Maybe I didn't acknowledge it, which probably caused us to have the detour that we did. But we know, it's all in the right timing. But, it was there. I think for me, I just failed to acknowledge it, which probably as a young male, he wanted to be sure of whatever advances he made, that I would return them. And I'm sure that was probably scary, with them out there just being able to pick and choose who they want. And then all of a sudden their focus is on one woman. That's a little nervous for a young guy, and I'm sure. And so I'm sure he wanted to be assured that I would return those advances beyond a friendship. And so we kind of were sure of that on the other side. But it was always there, I guess I could say. I felt something different, like he said, about him that I didn't see with the other guys that I had befriended on campus or been friends with in high school. And so, yeah, just being able to have that opportunity where he wasn't swept up or he didn't marry somebody so that we could get a chance to really see where it would go. Yeah, it was such a blessing.
And it's funny, I have an uncle who came to visit me in college, and we all went out to dinner. me, my uncle, and Kecia. So we just friends. So we having a dinner or whatever. And so I get back to my apartment with my uncle, and my uncle was like, "So when y'all gonna start dating?" And I'm like, "We just friends, we just friends, we just friends." And so fast forward to now being married, and every time this uncle sees her, he always messages her like, "Yeah, I knew back then. I knew back then."
Well, no, he actually said it at the dinner that day. He said, "You like my nephew, don't you?" And I said, "No, he's my friend." Very assured I respond. And he was like, "No, you're going to be my nephew's wife." And so that, yeah, he definitely mocks me every time. He'll be like, "I told you. I know you had talks for my nephew. I told you you're going to be his wife." So yeah, him and his uncle in cahoots together. And so yeah, his uncle, amongst probably about like 2 or 3 other people, they pretty much prophesied like, "No, y'all are gonna, y'all gonna be married." And
Compromise. Someone told me marriage is gonna be full of compromise, and you hear that before marriage, and you don't fully grasp what that means. But once you get in marriage and you understand that marriage is a daily compromise, it really hits hard. Like, especially when you've been used to doing things your way, now you have to do things our way together. It's like that compromise is major, major.
I think for me would be everything regarding communication, from don't go to sleep angry, or keeping the lines of communication open. Seeking counseling. Like, counseling is not just when you down in the dumps. It's, to me, it's a maintenance thing. So one after our second, I was emotional with after dropping a baby, and we went through that. And so just even encouraging other couples. So just everything that has to be in terms of communication, whatever, no matter what goes on, communicate. Now, I don't agree with that going to bed angry, because sometimes I'm not ready to talk to you tonight, but we will talk about it in the morning or in the middle of the next day, when we're both able to have a conversation, as I call it, where we're not emotional. We're not trying to prove our point, but we're really trying to listen to each other, like he said, to come to what's best for us. And that may be a little sprinkle of what you want to do or what you said, and it may be a little sprinkle of what I want to do, or it may be, what, you are absolutely right. What was I thinking? Let's do it that way. So the communication is king, and believe it or not, I'm very talkative. But when I get done with people, I silent. And so it's, again, just kind of staying vocal, talking. And he's a natural introvert. He's man of few words. I used to joke with him, in college as well. He only says 5 words. So this is a lot for him. To be here, he's been tapping the whole time, and I'm touching his leg, but it's a lot for him. But just even him to just share what you're feeling, talk about it. And so for us, people really push the importance of communicating, and that has been really good for us. So no matter again what's going on, just being able to share and giving each other that safe place to talk. And our children are watching. So even when we have to communicate with them, they see how we're doing it, they do it. And we're not allowed to argue. We're not allowed to raise our voice in their presence, because they talk to us like they're the grown-ups. Daddy, you're cutting mommy off, and mommy's trying to talk. Mommy, daddy's trying to talk. See, you like, mama, shh. Okay, so did you understand, daddy, mommy? Do you get it? Like, okay.
Yes, they're the mediator.
Yes. So can you just say sorry so we can go to karate practice? Okay. No, not mommy just doesn't say sorry, daddy. You also did this. So daddy, you should say sorry. And so if you replace it up. So communication is definitely major. And that was the best advice I was given, to keep those lines open. And they couldn't have been more right in there for me.
You have been there. You have pushed me to be a better me. You have helped me grow in areas that I didn't want to grow. I didn't know I needed to grow. And for that, I will forever be grateful. You gave me two wonderful, beautiful daughters.
One of them, but
Yeah, one pushed me through it, but still beautiful nonetheless. And just if anyone would have told me that I would be in this position with you, I would have said, nah. It's not gonna be like that. But you have exceeded every expectation that I could have had in my mind for what our love would be.
I can't compare, but hubby buddy, um, as I shared, just the blessing that you are. And you know that. You know this ain't for the show. You know, you truly are absolute blessing to me, to our children, to so many people around you. I thank you for your patience in me growing. Your love unconditional. So I know that there's safety in being me. And we both know, I didn't have that before. And so just safety to grow, to have your support, to have your love, no matter what wild idea and goal I set for myself or for our home, you support me in every way. You're my strength, both literally and figuratively. From the days at UT, when my back was hurting and you was just a call away and you carried me down five flights of stairs in the Macomb School of Business and drove me to the hospital to get care. You still exhibit that same type of strength in our daily lives. Pick me up, my encourager, my comforter. And I think for me, I'll take a little bit of the blame. I could have let you know that you could have busted a move in UT and maybe we would have had our 12 kids and we would have able to kick this off sooner. So no, I thank you for your love for me. I thank you for your pursuit of me. And I just thank you for never giving up on that quest. And I think single-handedly, where we are is because of you. And so just thank you for the love that you bring into our home. And thank you for the example of a man you are to our daughters. And I'm looking forward to about 50 more years, if the Lord say the same. So.
Got it, baby, got it, baby.